back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them because they shut down the run.
And the Saints Pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 40. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st and rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A drive that time. Six plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll get this one to Galladay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, they push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Saints are able to add on to their first-half lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. On the return, Phillips. So we are at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Gordon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Gordon.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Bucs on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. but you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from... And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first half. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. A pass there over the middle to start things out, and he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throw left side here. Complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Partner, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Again to Henry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left half. Should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.
Now, I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held